Greetings, illustrious audience. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Stimulus Credit. The subject of today's video, which has been on a roller coaster of uncertainty, is the ever-evolving Social Security situation. The program may receive rises and increases one day, and prospective cuts and reductions may be announced the following day. But what lies behind the informational tornado? Let's investigate this further. Social Security is not merely a theoretical idea or an impersonal government program. It likely affects your life and the lives of those close to you. Millions of Americans, whether they be retired teachers, crippled construction workers, injured soldiers, or the family members of the deceased, depend heavily on Social Security. In fact, those of you who work full-time see a piece of your salary go straight to funding this crucial initiative. Social Security is the largest single source of income for American retirees, keeping a startling 38% of them out of poverty. In fact, just 10% of elderly Americans live in poverty because of the advantages it offers. The figures speak for themselves. In 2023, a startling 70 million Americans will receive Social Security benefits on a monthly basis, totaling an amazing $1 trillion for the entire year. 22 million Americans, including approximately 15 million elderly and 1 million children, are protected from financial distress because to this vital lifeline. Despite the importance and beneficial effects of Social Security, there are legitimate worries. Its solvency is one of the key topics of discussion. You might be shocked to find that this is not the first time that the national solvency of Social Security has been a topic of discussion. Fortunately, history has demonstrated that it is a problem that can be solved, but let's not underestimate it. Let's examine Social Security's finance structure in order to comprehend how it functions better. Payroll taxes collected from current employees and self-employed people are the main source of funding for the benefits received today under Social Security, which generally operates as a pay-as-you-go system. Employed Americans contribute 6.2% of their salaries, and self-employed Americans contribute 12.4%. Additionally, employers match this sum, maintaining a consistent flow of funds. For Social Security to remain financially stable over the years, a favorable worker-to-retiree ratio has been essential. However, there has been a sizable movement as a result of demographic shifts. In 1950, there were 16 workers contributing to the system for each recipient of benefits. By the early 2000s, the ratio had dropped to 3 workers for every beneficiary. This ratio is anticipated to further fall to just 2 workers per retiree by the year 2030, increasing the cost of funding the program. The fall in the birth rate after the baby boom era, which has resulted in more people receiving benefits than paying taxes, is one important variable in this equation. Social Security's expenses started to outpace its non-interest revenue in 2010, and by 2021, the organization had to use its actual trust assets, which were worth a substantial $2.9 trillion by the end of 2020. These monies are placed in safe U.S. Treasury securities, which yield interest and help to keep the program going. Despite these difficulties, the Social Security Board of Trustees projects that the trust fund's total asset reserves will run out by 2034. Millions of Americans would see severe reductions in their benefits if nothing is done, which would result in a sharp rise in the proportion of retirees living in poverty. So what can be done to protect Social Security's future? Experts recommend either raising revenue or cutting benefits as the 2 major course of action. One choice is to look into methods to increase revenue, such raising the payroll tax cap, which is presently set at about $160,000 annually. As a result, the program would need higher-income individuals to make larger contributions. Another proposal is to think about gradually reducing benefits for retirees in middle and upper income levels while increasing support for those in lower income brackets. At the same time, it's crucial to guarantee that every employee has access to a retirement plan at their place of employment, providing additional retirement financial security. Over the years, presidents and officials from both parties have proposed a variety of reforms, but achieving an agreement continues to be a hard issue. Although it will be another 10 years until the trust funds run out, it is critical to act now to prevent severe actions that can negatively affect beneficiaries and the economy as a whole.